are recording.
Hey, everybody.
No.
We are recording.
Are
Okay.
you sure we're not streaming?
Yeah, I stopped it.
You sure? You didn't stop
Well, no, it
recording?
was the Google was off already.
The Google?
The YouTubes. The YouTubes was off already. See, it was only on
YouTube?
pictures.
Ah.
So, welcome to Fans of the Forge. I'm Chris. To my left we have.
I am Sean.
To my right we have.
Teresa.
And today we are recapping 2 episodes, the final 2
The
episodes
last two.
of Knife or Death. As far as we know, we've heard
Yeah.
it's not coming back. That's what we've
Yeah.
heard.
It got the spear.
It got the spear. Goldberg put it out of the
Gold book.
Anyway, first off, what are we drinking?
Which drinking?
Who's starting?
I'm starting. I got the old chub from Oscar Blues. Good Scotch ale.
Very nice.
Yep.
Well, it is November. Sober October is officially over. And so I am drinking Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin, which has habaneros in it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very delicious and spicy beer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Told you.
I'm drinking Sam Adams Cherry Wheat.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
I love cherry
I
wheat.
love it.
Oh,
The fall sampler pack is not what it used to be. And so I was disappointed walking around, saw this. I'm like, yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
yeah. Cherry wheat. I remember
So-
the first time I had cherry wheat. I was at work. Someone
You
brought
were
me a
at
6-pack. It was after hours. We were working late. Cherry wheat, and I was blown away. Blown away.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the last one.
No, it's all right. There'll be more.
There will be more. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, why don't you start us off, honey, with
Sure.
this episode? What is it?
Masters of the Universe.
Okay.
Right. So we have our first person is Craig Thompson. He's the chief deputy at a sheriff's office. He has a homemade modified sax. He's a bladesmith, besides being a sheriff. And the handle is made from donkey shit.
Oh, sweet.
Dang.
Blatant quote.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. It must have been really low on materials out there.
Or recycling.
True. Well, if you remember, there was one other contestant that
Yes, there
had
was.
one that was made from horse poop, I believe.
Yeah.
That was David Roeder, I think his name was.
I'm surprised. The things that you can't retain in everyday life astound me, and yet he pulls out this.
He wrote her
Anyway.
with a horse shit handle.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Trifecta was great. Box cutter. The first box knocked off his hat. And so we have a quote. We know that a Texan cannot perform at his highest level without wearing a cowboy hat. That came from Goldberg.
Goldberg.
And apparently he was gassed as he moved on from the second box. For Decapitator, he got the corn and the pineapples, not the apples. For Thrice, he's either going to move fast or gas out. And my question is, isn't that kind of always the way
Obvious.
it goes?
There's your options. That's the only ones.
And then for Lifeline, the rope. People can't
Nope.
tell on the rope.
That's a shame. Next up, we have Ryan Rowe, who is a Forged in Fire finalist. He had a Damascus blade, and it says Ryan Rowe Special Damascus.
So he calls it a Damascus because that's his last
named
name.
his own. It's Damascus because he's making Damascus. I guess.
Great.
That's cool. He had a homemade Kukri Yatagan hybrid for Trifecta. He got right through, no problems. For box cutter, he moved on from the first box, and then he got the second box, so he got 1 penalty there.
Mm-hmm.
For Decapitator, the handle started unwinding while he was using it.
Yeah, he had
Ooh.
like a leather wrapped handle.
Right.
And when Travis Wirtz was testing it, he mentioned it. And then it started to unravel on that obstacle.
And so he ended up getting DQ'd because of that.
It was unsafe to use after that.
Yeah.
He also injured himself, like at the same time.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah.
Moving on, we had Drina Dimaggio. Her dad is Sifu.
Yep.
He was on the first season, I believe. Of Knife or
I'm
Death.
not, I think that was his title, not his first name.
Yeah, his name's right there.
All right, yeah,
Michael
Mike
DiMaggio.
DiMaggio. Sifu. Not seafood. Sifu.
No, I think that's like his. What'd you say?
Title.
His title for the martial arts.
Yeah.
That's right.
She brought, or it's she, yeah.
Yep.
Steel 3V blade.
Yep.
Okay. Modified chopper. Trifecta walks away from the boards, cuts the rope, and moves on. Box cutter walks away from first box and second box. So, knife not so great against wooden objects.
It's like of the 5 things,
Yeah.
4 of them are wooden, and she walked away from them.
Decapitator got through the corn, but not the pineapples or the apples. On Thrice, he got through that and got stuck on the rope.
Oh yes. That
No,
dang rope.
just like her dad.
Yep, that's where he got stopped too.
Oh.
So next we have R.J. Mckeon. He opened South Coast Swords to teach Renaissance sword fighting. And he brought a Kriegmesser. Did I say that right? Kriegmesser.
Sounds right to me.
Trifecta was good. Box cutter was good. Decapitator, all 3. Thrice. He almost went out of order, but didn't. So
Whoa.
no penalties yet. And then Lifeline, he got stuck on the rope.
Oh.
Yeah.
No penalties until he gets to the rope.
The rope in this one was a really beefy
Yeah.
hanger there, and it was tough to cut through it with one swing. All right. We are on Jason Tate. Yes. Jason Tate, he teaches stage comment and stunt performance. He brought a naval cutlass, and there's a note here that he's competing in a bathing suit.
That's what it looked like.
It looked like a bathing suit.
All right.
Okay. For Trifecta, no problem. Got right through. Box cutter, no problem. Got right through. Decapitator, he got 3 penalties.
So all of them.
All of them. Thrice, made it right through. And then Lifeline, that freaking rope, strikes again.
It's a tough rope.
It is a tough rope.
All right, moving on. Nick Drummond brought a kukri, custom made in Nepal. For Trifecta, he broke the apparatus. Box cutter got through. Decapitator, corn, apples, pineapples, done. Thrice, 7 strikes.
all together. So there's 3 things you have to hit.
Yeah.
So
I should say for Decapitator on the apples and pineapples, gave him a good haircut.
Sounds like a Goldberg quote.
Yeah.
probably.
And then rope.
Got stopped at that.
Is it
I know there's no smiley face, frowny face, or check mark here.
Lifeline stopped at the rope.
It's rope.
That's what that note means.
No one got past the rope. It came down to time and penalties.
Okay.
Okay. So RJ, minute 52, no penalties. Nick, 440. Craig, 445.
Whoa.
5-second difference.
5-second difference.
That's crazy. And so, how many penalties did Craig have? Do we remember?
Here's the first one.
It looked like he had maybe
Apples.
one on the
Yeah.
one on the box cutter, one on there. So he had a couple.
Yeah.
So if he hadn't gotten those penalties, he very likely would have won that. Well, it didn't matter. They were both moving on anyway, right? To the next round. That wasn't the final round.
Right, but they need to know who was going to go on to dead run.
Right.
So if Craig had gotten one less penalty, he would
It
have
didn't
been.
matter.
Yeah.
They both got the top 2 is what I was saying. I was going into too much information.
Okay. So then we go to dead run. It's RJ versus Nick. At Chopper, RJ did great. Ballbuster, got all of them. Flying target was the grill this time. The first one almost knocked it over, and the third one fell off, but he got it on the second. Free fall, he got... Oh, wait. Hold on. Flying target, the first one almost knocked it over, and the third one almost fell off. So he got all of them, actually. The first penalty that he got was on free fall on the last melon. So he's doing great. Got them all until the very last melon. Then he did Fire and Ice in 2 strikes. Crash Landing was good. And Firestorm had to take a second swing. So only 1 penalty altogether.
Okay,
That's pretty good run. Whole thing, he got the rope and the melon, and that's it.
For Nick, he got right through Chopper, no problem. For Ballbuster, he did have 2 penalties. For Flying Target, 2 of his bounced off of the grill. For Free Fall, he had 3 penalties, 3 of those melons. For Fire and Ice, we have a check mark. Does that mean...
I don't remember.
You just made it through?
Yeah. After so many,
Is this where they have to get it? They have 2 strikes and then any strike after that?
No, not this episode. Yeah.
Right.
So for this one, I think after maybe 5, I just stopped counting.
Got it. So, that's what it was. As long as he passed.
Yeah.
And then Crash Landing, he cut the first rope, but not the target. And then he missed the third and didn't cut the fourth in half. It was at 1/4. 1 of 4 he got.
Yeah.
And then Firestorm, he got through, no problem. He had 10 penalties.
Whoa.
It's not good. So,
All right.
RJ had a time of...
wow. 2:45.
And Nick's time...
6:29.
Oof, that's a big difference.
Damn, RJ killed it.
That was crazy. That was really crazy.
Wow.
He was really a beast on that one. But, yeah, that was the episode. Congrats to all those people that were on the show and to RJ for taking the episode. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
And we're back. Yay. For the finale. As far as we know, the very actual finale of Night for Death.
Yes.
And this one's called Bladefast of Champs.
I wonder who thinks of the names. Because that's a very interesting title for the episode, I guess. I mean, it's
I get it, like
Breakfast
of Champions?
Yeah.
I didn't get that before. All right. So for this one, Lifeline has doubled up, meaning that there's 2 chickens tied together. There's double PVC. The rope is not doubled because the rope is hard just anyway. They don't need to double that. Decapitator is now a sudden death obstacle, but really only if you miss all 3. So as soon as you get one of them, you can move on, and you can choose which one to do first.
So it's a little missing. I'm thinking if you miss one, you're done. That's
a sudden death. Yeah.
But if you screw them all up, you can't go forward.
Right.
So.
So we're bringing back all the champs from the whole season, and starting with Dewey Beck. He brought a wakizashi, Japanese sword. Tulam couldn't say wakizashi, so this time he didn't try.
No.
It seems. Anyway, Trifecta was good. Box cutter was good. Dewey went for the pineapples first and did not succeed, so then he went to the corn, moved on. Thrice pick was good. And Lifeline... he got stopped by the chicken. I'm sorry, I was reading ahead of my notes because he got fucked by the chicken coming from this guy.
Nice.
Goldberg says, taken down by the Siamese chicken.
Oh, yeah, I yelled it, too.
Well, you were brushing your teeth, so you were down the hallway.
Oh, that's
and I didn't think he was even around, and then I just hear, he got fucked by the chicken.
Nice.
Oh, boy. Anyway, next up, we have Jonathan Nagel of Nagelhouse Forge. He brought a falcata. And then for the trifecta, he steadies each object before each strike. So that was an interesting method for doing it. He just kind of kept it still so he'd get better swings at it without it bouncing around. And then for box cutter, he had no problems, got right through. For Decapitator, there was only 1 penalty on his first round, and it was here on the pineapple. Oh, that's right. And this time he showed them. He got those pineapples really good.
And moved on.
Yes. And then for Thrice pick, no problems. And then Lifeline. Oh, this was a very, very dramatic moment. when he was swinging at the PVC, double PVC pipes that's full of like gravel.
Yep.
The blade broke
Oh.
in half.
It
And
flew.
it went flying across the freaking room.
Travis picked it up like pretty close to the door that he comes through
Yeah.
when he comes in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so Travis came over and they were looking at it. But in the end, Jonathan said, if you're going to fail, fail magnificently. So he at least took it well.
Yeah.
And we move on.
Okay, moving on to Donovan Phillips. Brought the modified chopper for Trifecta. Got through, no problem. Box cutter, no problem. Didn't get through the pineapple, but got through the corn. What the hell's that?
What is it?
TP.
Thrice pick.
Thrice pick. Got through that. And then also got taken down by the PVC. The PVC was
It's tough.
tough stuff. It was hurting a lot of people.
It's like it's hard enough to kind of do one of them. But then when there's two of them, you have
Yeah.
to decide: are you going to go at it from the side and get one and then the other, or like from the front
Yep.
and get the two of them together?
Right.
Spicy Mike comes back. Spicy Mike Curley. He brought a modified machete. He had no penalties first time through.
Do you
Wow.
think he was allowed to put like hot sauce on his blade to like give it some extra energy during?
No.
That would be cheating.
Yes.
Performance enhancing substances. For
Why would you ask that question? Just curious. Do you really believe that could be a possibility?
I wouldn't put it past Spicy Mike to put a little hot sauce.
I think
on his
even
blades.
But his whole thing is that he consumes it.
I think even Mike would not do something like that.
Continue on.
All right, the trifecta was good. Box cutter, he took a penalty on the second box, getting gassed. Decapitator went for the pineapple, made it through. Thrice pick was good. He made it through the PVC.
Yeah.
Hooray.
There you go.
And then he got stopped by the rope.
Oh,
Oh shoot!
And I made a note. He sounds sad. And then we get the quote, "Hurt my pride, man."
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
But he made it through the PVC.
Yeah.
He didn't know that he had made it furthest at that point.
right.
Yeah.
So next up, we have R.J. Makinen, who was just on the previous episode
That's right.
with the Kriegmesser. He had no penalties on his first time through the course. For Trifecta, he got through no problems. Box cutter, again, no problems. Went right through it. And then for Decapitator, he didn't get through the corn or the onions, but he did get through the pineapple.
And I want to ask, why did he, like, who goes for the onion before the pineapple?
Yeah,
don't
onion's
know.
your final resort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Anyway, for a thrice pick, no problem, got right through. And then Lifeline, another taken down by the PVC. It was really tough stuff.
Okay. Hey, moving on to Dan Weston, who brought his modified Panabas and comes in with a recurve blade, said by two.
Yeah,
From the
'cause he couldn't
first
say
time
Panabas
there was a
either.
Panabas, he stopped saying it after that.
So for Trifecta, he broke the apparatus on the 2x4. For box cutter, he blazed through it. Capitator got through the corn, no problem. Thrice pick, no problem. Lifeline stopped on the rope.
But that's
Yep.
good. 'cause
Yeah,
he made
Got
it-
through the
got it through the
PVC.
PVC. So Spicy Mike and Dan were the only ones to make it past the PVC.
Therefore, they go to different.
No. There's some more notes there. Not sure what they mean.
Where? What, dead one?
Oh,
All this stuff up there.
at this. So while we were watching,
Oh.
Teresa's like, "Wait, they're going to the final part now. There was one more guy in the row of people in the
Oh.
beginning." And so we rewound it back.
And
sure
I wrote the
enough-
time down so I knew what time to go
Yeah.
back to when I was going to
Gotcha.
continue
Sure enough,
watching the
there was
episode.
another guy that they didn't put a name on. That was standing there in the beginning of the episode. They didn't show any of his run. That's too bad.
I mean,
So he's there. He doesn't speak at the beginning of the episode. He doesn't go through knife fight, but yet they don't put the care into taking him out of the episode.
Not only did they not take him out, they did a
They, like,
close
linger
up
on
of his face. Like it's a shot like
Yeah.
this for a good couple seconds.
Yeah.
well,
Okay. So Dead Run, we've got Spicy Mike versus Dan Weston with Gauntlet. So start with Mike. He broke the apparatus going for the tubing, and he twisted it up so high that it couldn't come down for him, so he had to walk away from it.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but I was laughing too. There's something about it. It seems like he's the only person that's ever done that.
Right.
For Ball Buster, there were 12 balls, and he got 5 penalties. For Flying Target, he missed the second and the third. There were only 3 in that one. Free Fall, he got all 10. Fire and Ice, it was a 400-pound block, and for every swing over 2, it was a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
He got it in 2 strikes.
Very nice.
For Crash Landing, he got 3 of the 4 items. He didn't get the salami. He got through the 2 tubes, and he got through the box. What?
No, it's just that line. It's one of those times where you're like, I can't believe we're recording ourselves talking about this for the internet.
Didn't get through the salami.
All right. And then Firestorm was good. He had 9 penalties. And then for Dan, Gauntlet, you got all the way through. Or were you going to read?
You can do it.
Okay. For Ballbuster, he clears the deck after each one, but he still got 4 penalties.
Yeah.
For Flying Target, he missed all 3. Or not so much missed, but like they didn't land the way they were supposed to count. Free Fall was 3 penalties. Fire and Ice also got it in 2 strikes. So much for that challenge. You know, they both did it.
Yeah.
For Crash Landing, he also got 3 out of 4. His error was on the sandbag. And then the music starts to get really intense because the episode's almost over.
Yeah.
He finishes the tubes, the box, and Firestorm, and he had 11 penalties overall.
Okay. So, with 9 penalties, Mike had a time of 6 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah.
And Dan, with 11 penalties, came in at a time of 6 minutes and 3 seconds.
Wow.
Super close, but he had more penalties, and to come in under time, he must have been flying.
He had to have been cranking through that course.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Mike spend a lot of time on the first
Gauntlet,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
Gauntlet? He was there for a little bit.
But nice showing by both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible.
Exciting episode.
And I know Spicy Mike made at least one more version of the blade that he brought to that, and then he was selling them on his online.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He was selling those blades, so you could always look into that. And the Panavas that Dan Weston has available via Josh Weston,
Yeah.
but they're both pretty badass blades, and the guys wielding them were awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Continue to be awesome.
yeah, of course.
Past tense.
Good job to everybody that competed in that episode. Again, you were the champion of champion episodes, so there you go. And yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Anything else we wanted to talk about before we wrap this one up?
No.
Nah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
No more Knife or Death,
Yeah, that's it.
as far as we know.
Well, cheers to Knife or Death, because that was a fun show.
Cheers to that guy that didn't get on camera.
Yeah.
We
You
don't
know.
know your name.
The world may never know.
I'm sure you could find
Tootsie
it.
Roll Pop.
It is the internet.
Well, cheers. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This was Fans of the Forge. Remember to follow us on Instagram. We do have a Facebook as well. Or just subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
And that's about it. Not much else we could say, but thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See you.
I don't even have to get up. I can just press the stop button right here.